Welcome to the Sketchbook Skills area. So you can see it's right next to our sketchbook shelf, and we have the directions right here. Below the directions, you will see our regular colored pencils as well as the set of drawers. The first thing you can do is open those drawers up and sift through them. We have 3 drawers here that you can take a look through. The first one was general drawing skills. The second one are pen techniques. And then the last one is colored pencil techniques. And that 4th drawer just has some extra supplies and materials in there. But take a look through them, flip through the sides, and see which one is interesting to you. Once you have an idea of which one you'd like to try today, go ahead and take it out. Make sure you return it at the end of class. And double check what materials that you need. Here it says I need a micron pen or a ballpoint pen, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Headed over to the materials, and I'm gonna grab a micron or a ballpoint pen, just like the sign says. And then I'm going to take that skill card, read it. I'm gonna read side 1 all the way through. And I will take my sketchbook out. I will flip to a clean page, and you will see me writing the date as well as the skill card skill that I'm using. So I chose stippling, and I have my micron pen. It's always good to grab a pencil too. And I will be writing the date and beginning side 1. Side 1 will explain the technique. It might have a definition of whatever the technique is, and it'll usually have some sort of basic exploration of that. So for stippling, you can see me creating this value scale. I'm practicing dotting on my paper to go from dark to light. I can see the example in the card, and that is what I'm aiming for. Before I move on to side 2, I need to make sure I'm mastering the skill first. When I feel ready, I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna read those directions, and it might ask me to get an object. So choose an object in the room. I chose this plant, and I'm lightly sketching it out. Then it is time to start applying that stippling technique onto the shading of my leaf. I'm going slowly, although the video is sped up. I'm really taking my time and observing the shifts in light. The whole point of this technique is to create these different densities of dots to show shading. So I'm making sure that when I'm drawing, I am only using this stippling technique. I'm not shading with my pencil. I'm not adding color to it. I'm focusing on mastering the skill of stippling. It's tricky, but that's why we're working in our sketchbook. If I finish one object early, then I can go ahead and get another one. Please try and only use 1 or 2 sketchbook pages per skill. You know you've done the sketchbook skill card correctly when you can clearly see that one specific skill that it's focusing on. The date is on my paper, the technique is on my paper, and then of course both side 1 and side 2 drawings are there as well. At the end of the period, please make sure that you return those cards into the drawer you found it. And if you don't finish a skill by the end of the period, you can always come back to it. Make sure that title is at the top so you know which ones you need to come back to. Lastly, some of these cards are gonna ask you to find an object. There are plenty of objects around the room, so find one that's interesting. You can even take a plant. Just be very careful, and please return everything back to where you found it.